So my name's Jack. Hi, guys. Anyone know what a paulownia tree is? Paulownia. Yeah, it doesn't grow cocktails. Now, they're an Asian pine tree. And so my folks, when I was a kid, bought this vacant block of land for $10,000. You wouldn't believe it. And there was nothing on that block of land, so they planted paulownia trees everywhere. And they grow really quickly. And they've got these big, beautiful leaves, so big purple flowers. So they shade things, which was the intended purpose. They didn't read into them. They fall over. They grow up hollow. So after 10 years, they just kind of start falling and dropping big limbs everywhere. But I thought there was a bit in the paulownia tree as a it worked well with my folks' marriage. It kind of grew up big and strong, but it was kind of hollow, so it fell over. So I wrote this song, not as to say, poor me and my tree, but my tree still had a tree, lots of people don't have trees. So mine was just a little bit hollow, that's all. But there's a bit for you guys in the bridge where I figured we get singing again, keep the train going. But I'll give you a little bit of a prod when we get there. Plant the seed to watch it grow, like a child, steady and strong. From the soil of patience, these roots will fall, nurture the bends and breaks of adolescent bones. The limbs crack, one and the same sad song. Eyes going around the walls in this old house, and hear the laughter of ignorance is bliss. Well, the more they know, the more they miss. Creak and sway, growing pains. I was raised under hollow trees, doused in flame, shut and red. I still felt safe under hollow trees. But our surroundings, built to test us. Life lessons won't be mastered in the nest, but it's the fall, first fight for glory, as I pull away and learn to fly. So it's just 2 words for you guys. Hollow, hollow tree. Hollow, hollow trees. You guys got that? Hollow trees. The louder you get, the more fun I can have. Hollow, hollow trees. Hollow, hollow trees. Thanks so much. Creak and sway, growing pains. I was raised under hollow trees, doused in flame, shut in the rain. I still felt safe under hollow trees. Creak and sway, growing pains. I was raised under hollow trees, doused in flame, shut in rain, but I still felt safe under hollow trees. So I'm going to do something really criminal and bring it right down. You guys were so good at that. Pat yourselves on the back. So I spent a bit of time living overseas. And my visa one year, I cocked it up pretty well and got where I needed to be 2 months early, thinking I needed to chase a visa, and I was in the mountains in Japan. And a buddy of mine had just bought a hotel over there, this old ramshackle 5-story thing. And he's like, man, we're renovating. You can live in the attic for free. I was like, yes, that's amazing. So I did that. I lived in the attic for 2 months. And there was no internet. I didn't really have phone reception or anything. So I downloaded a couple of albums before I went up there. And they were both Tom Waits albums. And so I spent 2 months listening to the same couple of albums. And this was one of them. This one's called Hold On. And it's a song that's stuck with me for a long time. They threw up a sign in our town. Leave it up, you gotta leave it down. She left Monterrey, son, like a bullet leaves a gun, with a charcoal eyes and Monroe hips. She went and took that California trip. Moon was gold hair like the wind. She said, don't look, darling, gotta come on, Jill. She started singing, hold on, hold on. Baby, gotta hold on. Taking my head, standing right there, you gotta hold on. Hold on, hold on. Baby, gotta hold on. Sticking my head, standing right there, you gotta hold on. He gave her a dime store watch, a ring made from a spoon. Everybody's looking for someone to blame. Share my bed, you'll share my name. Go ahead, man, call the cops. You don't meet nice girls in coffee shops. Said, oh baby, I still love you, and there ain't nothing more in the world to do except keep singing, hold on, hold on. Baby, gotta hold on. Just sticking my head, standing right there, you gotta hold on. bless your crooked little heart. This leaving's got the best of me. Now I miss your broken china voice. I hope you were still here with me. Lead up to Ricky Dog. I'm gonna burn your mansion to the ground. There ain't nothing left to keep you here. Falling behind in a big bad world. Start singing, hold on. Down by the Riverside Motel. It's 10 below and falling down. Down by the 99-cent store. Closed her arms and started to sway. So hard to dance that way. Well, it's cold when there's no music, and your old hometown seems far away. But inside your head there's a record that's playing a song singing, hold on, hold on. Baby, got hold on. Just stick in my head, standing right there. You've got to hold on. Thank you. So how many of you guys grew up here? A couple of you? Yeah, we've got one hand, two hands, perfect. So coming here, we used to go out past the sign just out of town quite often. I was always wondering what it was about. Murder and Creek Road has an interesting history. And, it's been really hard to work out what happened down there, but I've sort of delved into it a little bit, and there's a lot of blood in that sand. Down on the old Yandina Run cattle station. And a bunch of colonials decided, oh, yep, these guys have been stealing our cattle, we're going to mow them down. So I've done my best to piece that story together for you. I'm going to play you a tune. This one's called Run Yandina Run. One can't paint a picture without a steady hand. The one that penned this letter is as shaky as it gets. Buried in the past, forgotten all by a second man. There's a killing field just out of town where your mansions now stand. Tide rose through the mangroves, the afternoon warm and still, picturesque and peaceful, a place to have, you'd have to kill. Could have only been just yesterday out on Yandina Run. The bullets met the flesh, water ran red with ancient blood. But Chippendale rallied as the blind answered the cry. 8 men strong, 7 lay hiding, 1 man in disguise. He acted by the banks, a lure for men out from the shore. Think about baiting for humans, it makes the skin begin to crawl. Hold up, Walter, don't go and lose your head. A colonial unprovoked means another native dead. There's something on the wind down Murdering Creek Road. I hear the fallen calling out to save them. I still see faces in the waters of Weber out on the old Yandina Run. Run, run, Yandina Run. Run, run, Yandina Run. Run, run, Yandina Run. Ninderee watches, and Ninderee knows, and he whispers from the trees the tragedies of years ago. Oh, they ran them down like hunters, and it can't be called a fight. The newspapers, as usual, far from black on white. Oh, the gavel and the knife, he held the gun by his side. And as the sun set on the water, well, the land began to cry. Why, Walter, did you go and lose your head? Wicked ways can't be undone, and the blood can't be unbled. There's something on the wind down Murdering Creek Road. I hear the fallen calling out to save them. I still see faces in the waters of Weber out on the old Yandina Run. Run, run, Yandina Run. Run, run, Yandina Run. Run, run, Yandina Run. Run, run, Yandina Run. Well, thanks so much, guys. It's so nice to kick these things off. This is exciting. So you guys are in for a treat. Real nice night of live music. Just keeps getting bigger and better. But we'll see you for a jam a bit later on.